me and the hound are back out again in search of a January carp, and that being the first one of the year too. I just can't believe I've just done that. What a complete and utter idiot. Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you're all good and well out there. I'm currently stomping the banks of my local syndicate water, and got a bit of a head melt going on, really, if I'm honest. I'm the only one here, which doesn't ever happen. There's always normally someone here. So to have the pick of the swims has almost baked me head a little bit, if I'm honest. So I've had a good walk about. Me and the hound have walked around every single swim, in and out, and trying to find fish, looking out. I had a good sort of, probably a good hour, if I'm honest, trying to locate them, but they are not giving themselves away. The water temperature is still very, very cold. It is literally 4.7 degrees when I checked it. So up against it, it's the back end of January at the moment. And I think I'm gonna have to just plonk myself dead center of the lake. This is sort of, you know, your winter fishing for me. If you can draw on years gone by where you've had certain fish over certain areas and the winters have been kind to you, I'm just drawing on that knowledge in a hope that we can get the bend in the rod. So I'm going to plonk myself dead center of the lake. It's the swim that we had that lovely fish out of back in November when the venue was fishing quite hard. I hadn't done a fish for about a month, and we managed that absolute beautiful dark sort of mirror there. Really, really happy with that. And that was the last time I had a fish out of here, to be fair. I fished it once since then, and now, like I say, we're sort of nearly 3 months on now. So yeah, it's time to go to work. I think this is where, to be fair, this swim where I'm at now, if you have a look at the drone footage, it gives me so many options. It gives me a big expanse of water to go into. I can reach most areas as well, sort of the deeper areas, the deeper holes where I think they'll be holding up this time of year. If you have a look there, those are the areas I'm going to be sort of targeting. Those red areas you can see on the screen, those areas are around the 20-foot mark, 21, 22 foot, that sort of depth. I am going to have a roaming rod as well, which I'll sort of flick around different areas of the lake every couple of hours. Again, it's winter, we're just trying to locate them, and I think if we can find them, we can catch them. So without further ado, I'll stop me waffling on. We'll get the house up, get the rods out, get angling, and try and catch us some carp. We interrupt this time lapse to inform you that some complete and utter moron has forgotten a pod bag and his alarms and his receiver all in one bag on the side at home. That big sign that says, "Do not forget me." And I forgot them. The pain is real. It's lucky I only live 20 minutes from home. So back in the van, get home, get pod, get back, cast rods out, catch carp is the plan. Are you driving? Well guys, apologies, we are proper losing the light. As you can see, really, really poor light on the camera, but this is the best I can get away with. I've just lost the light again. It didn't help me being an absolute utter moron, forgetting me pod and having to go home. I lost an hour there, and then you're just literally rushing and fighting against the light at this time of year. But the rods are out, we're all angling, we're all happy, and I've sort of rolled the dice in the best way I think might hold a bite, or bring a bite, should we say. But I've seen nothing today. I've literally been scouring the waters as much as I can while setting up, and they are not giving themselves away. I haven't seen so much as a roach fart. You know, it's as simple as that. I've seen absolutely nothing to get. It's like a mill pond out there. There's not a breath of wind. So we are absolutely up against it. I've just sort of edged me bets in areas that have been kind to me over previous winters, really, in a sort of a gut feeling where the fish are holding up, where I've had fish from in the past. So just to run you through what we're doing, left and right hand rod, I've got those on Ronnie rigs. tipped off with some sort of red maggots, sort of 5 or 6 red maggots as a visual and some movement. I do think that helps this time of year to sometimes they snap at a bite. It's sort of, if you're landed near them, that bit of movement can entice that fish to have a feed on it. And then with that, all I've done, same as in what I've covered in the previous videos, little tiny bags of maggots, and I'm literally just pushing a boilie inside that sort of ball of maggots just to help with the weight, to get those maggots down on the lake bed. It is a deep lake, this one, so I do need those freebies by those hook baits as best we can. So by adding in a boilie or a couple of boilies, it helps with the weight of pulling that maggot bag down to the actual lake bed in and amongst the freebies. And if you have a look there, all I've done in the spom, I've just put 3 balls of maggots in the actual spom, and I've put 1 spom over each rod, and that's it. But if you check the underwater there, those 3 balls of maggots, once melted around the hook bait, that is what you're looking at. So, you know, it's quite a bit of bait there just for that 1 spom's worth, those 3 balls, couple of boilies, and then those maggots moving about, spread in the area. It's a nice looking size sort of area to entice a fish to come and have a feed on. So that's what we're looking on the left and right hand rod. The middle rod, I've gone with the snowman, bottom bait snowman on that one. And again, I've just cast it into an area. That's the one in the middle of the lake. I'm into 20 foot on that one. And I've literally just put 1 spom over the top of that. In that spom, it's just some 10mm bug. And I've just drizzled some of the bug smoke over those 10 millers. And that's it. That's all I've done. And I'm literally just waiting for the foam to pop to the surface. Once I've got my visual, I'm casting the spom onto that foam. And I know then those freebies are landing directly over the rig. So literally we've got little tiny pockets of feed in different areas of the lake, in different depths of the lake, and that's how we're playing out. So yeah, we'll keep you posted through the night. Again, apologies for the poor light, but we've just lost the light levels today, and it's just one of them. So from me and Hound Dog, we will keep you posted through the evening and through the night if anything should occur. Absolutely no idea what time it is because I was absolutely flat out when that went. Completely flat out. Hound Dog is over there somewhere. Henry? Henry? Morning. I think he darted out as I darted out. But we were attached to a carp. So this one being the Ronnie rig with the maggots tipped. Ambulance as well going past first thing in the morning, so wherever that's going, hope it's not too bad. This would be an absolute result if we get this. Well, hopefully we can get this one in. Mega, absolutely. This will be mega if we can get this in, man. Come on. Come on. This way. This way. Come on. Oh, please come in. Please, please, please. Oh, come on. Come on, be kind, be kind, be kind, be kind. Oh, it's a common. Oh, I haven't had a common for ages. Come on. Come on. Come on. This way, sunshine. This way, this way, this way. This way, get in that net. Get in that net. Yes! Oh, sweet as you like. Guys, honestly, what a fish. What a fish this is. To be opening 2025 with a beautiful, stunning, dark looking common is just what dreams are made of, aren't they? For the first fish of 2025. Check this beastie out at 24.12. Have a look at him. That is amazing. What a fish. Oh, I'm so elated, literally buzzing that it's come good on the first morning in January. Lake's fishing hard and we're cradling a mid-20. Beautiful, beautiful looking common like that. I'm so happy. I'm literally so happy. Those little balls of maggots with the boilies pushed in them, getting them down to the bottom of the lake, and then obviously the Ronnie rig tipped with those maggots for a little bit of colour, a little bit of movement has been the downfall of this awesome, awesome looking common. Man alive, he is awesome. I keep saying the word awesome, but he is, isn't he? Oh wow, I am so happy. Hangdog's gone back to bed. He's had a tired night, so yeah, he's back in the bivvy at the moment, getting some shut-eye, or trying to. I'll spin the fella around and show you the other side. I know there's not a lot of difference in commons, but it's always nice to see the other side of a fish, isn't it? There we go. Oh, check him out. Absolutely immaculate. What an awesome looking fish. No leeches on him, very, very clean. So obviously he's been on the move during the winter so far, and he hasn't been sort of holding up on the bottom for the leeches to get on him and stuff. So yeah, they're moving without a doubt, and testament that we found the right spot and put the rig in the right area, and that's all it is. It's just areas I've known in years gone by that have been kind to me, that the fish tend to settle down or don't tend to move too far away from those areas. And that is a big tip, you know, if you can find them, you can catch them. And like we have here with this beautiful looking mid-20. Right, enough waffling. We'll give him a kiss. Mwah, thank you very much, mister. We'll get him back and get the kettle on, I think. What a start to 2025. Yes. I recast the rods for the night ahead, and once again each spot topped up with just one spawn to repeat the success we had of catching the common earlier. I spent the rest of the day scanning the lake with binoculars in a hope to find any signs of life in other areas. Unfortunately, the carp were not giving themselves away that easily. The rest of the day played out the same, with very little activity. The nighttime temperatures started to draw in, but what a night to be behind the rods when we had Mother Nature's best show. The awesome and amazing northern lights were a thing to behold, sitting behind the rods enjoying a brew. It was a case now of seeing if a carp slipped up before the morning. A very good morning from myself and Henry here. We are back in the bivvy as the heavens have opened. This rain was not forecast till about 10:30 this morning. It's just gone 8:30, so it's arrived earlier. I was trying my best to get packed up before that arrived, but it looks like a wet pack down now, which is not the one. But guys, very, very quiet on the rods. Nothing to report, not so much as a beep. Been up since first light this morning with the brew, scanning the water, trying to find light, you know, signs of life, but they are not giving themselves away. But we are sat here happy. You know, we've got to remember it's January, it's cold, it's bleak, it's dull, it's horrible, but we've had an amazing looking common. I'm still chuffed as nuts really to be sitting here having one under the belt for the session. So you know, I'm not complaining. It's just that carp greed sets in. Once you have one, you want another, don't you, you know? But yeah, it looks like we've got a wet pack down ahead. The rods are going to be out for another hour or so. I'm going to finish my brew, and then it's looking like a very wet, smelly hound in the van for the trip home, unfortunately. But you never know. We've got an hour and so left, so we'll see what happens. You all right, dude? You okay? Should we go home now, mate? Shall we go home? Sound good? Now it's stopped raining, we can go home. Now we've packed up in the rain. Guys, that is it, unfortunately. Session has come to an end, but do you know what? We've had a great time. It's January and we've landed an absolute mint looking common. So yeah, guys, if you're liking the content, please give us a like and a subscribe to the channel. Next week, I am back out and I'm visiting 85 acres of windswept pit. So I'm looking forward to getting my teeth into that one and seeing if Lady Luck will shine on us again. So without further ado, thank you very much for watching and we'll see you on the next one. Hey, look, pod bag. At least I remember to take it home, eh? Come on, bud.